Very, very good morning to all of you, my friends. Welcome back. Wish you a very happy new year. So, in the last few sessions, we discussed concepts of marginal costing. I hope you guys were able to solve the questions of study material. So now, let's start with few new concepts and few new questions. So in the previous session, I gave you guys a homework. I hope you guys were able to solve. So please post your answers. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Question number 6, I gave you guys as homework. So I have received answers from, very good morning, everyone. So I've got answer from Srinivas and Dev Kumar. And your answers are not matching. Prithviraj. Anyone else ready with the answer? Again, guys, make it a habit to solve new questions. So I've got answer from Vedahi. Very good, guys. I appreciate your efforts. Only 4 students has posted answer. Srinivas, Dev Kumar, Prithviraj, Vedahi. Ambeshwari, whatever the answer you are getting, you can just post it. That's okay. So contribution. Sanya has also posted the answer. Rest, what about the other students? Very good morning, Ankit and Prajwal. What about other student? Yes, guys. I've received answer from only 4 to 5 students. Dilip, Madhukar, Mallu, Bhumika, Sai Kiran Kumar, Shweta, Saundarya, Ritika Gupta. Okay, so Dilip has also posted the answer now. So let's start with this question. So a company manufacture and sell 3 types of mobile handset. So a company manufacture and sell 3 types of mobile handset. It also manufactured touchpad charger. The company has worked out the following estimates for the next year, wherein annual demand is given, that is 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, and 15,000. Selling price per unit, material cost per unit, labor cost per unit is also we do have. Now, to encourage the sale of touchpad charger, a discount of 10% in its price is offered if it were to be purchased along with mobile. So the company has given a scheme that if you are purchasing the touch charger along with your mobile, the company will give 10% discount on touchpad charger. See, to encourage the sale of touchpad charger, a discount of 10% in its price is offered if it were to be purchased along with mobile. It is expected that customer buying mobile will also buy the touchpad charger. The company factory has an effective capacity of 35,000 labor hours. The labor is paid at the rate 500 per hour. Overtime has to be paid at double the normal rate. other variable cost work out to 50% of the labor cost. Fixed cost is 1 crore. There will be no inventory at the end of the year. Prepare statement of profitability. Anyone else ready with the answer? Very good, Vedahi. Now, see, we have the capacity of 35,000 labor hours only. And it is given that the labor cost is rupees 500 per hour and the total labor cost per unit also we have. So let's start with the solution. So we need to first calculate the labor overtime hours. So for X5, X6, X7 and touch charger, X5, X6, S7, touch 5. When talking about the labor hours, total labor hours, see, the labor cost per unit is 1,000. It means we can say 2 hours are utilized for manufacturing X5 and the annual demand is 5,000 pieces. So 2 hours per unit into 5,000 pieces. So total 10,000 hours are required to manufacture X5. I repeat again, labor cost per unit is given 1,000 and the labor are paid at the rate 500 per hour. So it means per hour we are paying 500, total 1,000 we are paying. So 2 hours are utilized to manufacture X5. Similarly, for X6 it is 3 hours. Into the annual demand is 4,000. So this will be 12,000. Further, for X7, we are paying 2,000 rupees as the labor cost. So 4 hours into 3,000. For touch charger, the labor cost per unit is 200. So we can say 0.4 hours into the number of pieces is 15,000. So this will be 6,000. If you guys have any doubts in this calculation, you guys can please post your query. So total hours requirement is 40,000. Total hours required is 40,000. Labor hours capacity is how much? Labor hour capacity is we have 35,000 labor hours. So 5,000 hours overtime hours we require. If you guys have any doubts in this calculation, you guys can please post your query. Very good, Dev Kumar. So Pranav, for X5, the total labor cost is 1,000 per unit for labor. Now per hour is 500 rupees, so it means 2 hours. This is how I get 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and 0.4 hours. So now we have already calculated the overtime hours now. So let's start with the solution. We have statement profitability. So let's start. First is sales. So X5, X6, X7, X5, X6, X7, 5,000, 4,000, and 3,000 pieces respectively. Multiplied with their selling price, that is 8,000, 9,000, 12,000. Further, for touchpad chargers, see, it is given to encourage the sale of touchpad charger. A discount of 10% in its price is offered if it were to be purchased along with mobile. And it is expected that customer buying mobile will also buy the touchpad charger. So now see, total 15,000 chargers are being sold. Of this, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12,000 are being sold with mobile phone. Rest 3,000 are sold independently. So when talking about touchpad charger, total 12,000 chargers are sold along with mobile at a discount price of 10%. See, the price is 1,500. So 1,500 minus 10%, this will be 1,350. And remaining 3,000 chargers are sold at a normal price, that is 1,500. So this will be the total sales. So my total sales will be 13 crore 27 lakh. My total sales will be 13 crore 27 lakh. Thank you so much, Nitin and Dev Kumar. Now less, we will subtract the variable cost. Srinivas, see, the question is saying that if you purchase charger along with mobile phone, we will get 10% discount. So the total number of mobile phones sold is 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12,000. So 12,000 pieces are sold at a discount of 10% and remaining 3,000 pieces are sold at MRP. I hope it is clear to you, Srinivas. Now, next is variable cost. In this, we'll start with material cost first. So, material cost we have is very good, Dev Kumar. Next, we'll start with labor cost. So, we have labor hours. We can directly multiply it with my labor hours also. So, see, my total hours are capacity is 35,000 labor hours and 5,000 are overtime. 35,000 are paid at the rate 500 per hour and remaining 5,000 hours we are paying double the rate, I think. Let me check. Yes, so 5,000 are paid at the rate 1,000 per hour. So this will be 2 crore 25 lakh. Further, it is given in the question that other variable costs work out to 50% of the direct labor cost. So this will be my contribution. My fixed cost is 1 crore. Therefore, my profit will be 5 crore 54 lakh 50,000. So this is the way you have to solve this question. If you guys have any doubts or queries, you guys can please post your query. I'm done with the solution. So I think Dev Kumar answer was correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. Okay, Prithviraj, no worries. That's okay. But I hope you were able to understand the question. So Dev Kumar, very good. Your answer is correct. 1 second. No worries, but really, I appreciate your efforts. Very good, Dev Kumar. Okay, Srinivas, that's okay. Karan Kumar, what you are saying? Please recheck your calculation, Karan Kumar. The total sales is 13 crore 27 lakh. I hope my calculation is correct. 5,000 into 8,000, 4,000 into 9,000, 3,000 into 12. It is 13 crore 27 lakh, Karan. See, both the assumptions are correct, but still, see, there are many variable costs that are associated with labor cost. So that's why I have taken 50% of the overtime cost also. You can write your assumption. Even see, if I am solving the question, ये doubt मेरे भी दिमाग में आता. So we can write a footnote that says the question is straight away saying that 50% of the labor cost will be the variable overheads. So assuming that the labor cost includes the overtime cost also. Sabah Shakil, see, my dear, here I have calculated the total labor hours. See, total labor hours are 40,000, of which 35,000 hours we are paying them at the rate 500, the normal rate, and remaining 5,000 we are paying them at a premium rate that is double the normal rate, that is 1,000. Anyone else with any doubts or queries? Sabah, hopefully your query is resolved. It is 5 crore 54 lakh 50,000, Ankit Mishra. No, Dev Kumar, just keep the thing straight. That is 12,000 units were sold at 1350 and 3,000 were sold at the rate 1,500. I have not calculated this contribution separately for X5, X6, X7. The reason is that overtime hours kiske upar gaye, we don't know. So that's why I have made a complete statement without bifurcating separately for X5, X6, X7 and touchpad charger. So Sanya, I hope this part is clear to you. So Saundarya, when talking about labor hour, see, the total labor cost is 1,000 for X5. And per hour, we are paying 500. It means how many hours are required for X5? 2 hours. Similarly, for X6, 3 hours, for X7, 4 hours, and for touch charger, 0.4 hours. Into the number of units. So this is how we will get the total hours requirement. So we need on an average total 40,000 hours, of which we have the capacity of 35,000 hours. So for 5,000 hours, we have to pay at the overtime rate. So accordingly, for 35,000 hours, we will pay at the rate 500. And for remaining 5,000 hours, we will pay at the rate 1,000. Yes, Sanya. I request you guys to please copy the solution. I hope the question was easy. It's just a simple calculation. You have to read the question and you have to solve the question straight away. So not tricky, but yes, you have to read it and you have to understand the question. That was the key. But it was not a tricky question. It's a simple question. Anyone else having any doubts? So giving you 2 minutes time, I request you guys to please copy the solution. Okay, Dev Kumar, that's okay. Mithun Prajapati, see, for X5, the total labor cost per unit is how much? 1,000. And labor rate is how much? Rupees 500 per hour. So how many hours? 2 hours. For X6 again, total we are paying is 1,500 rupees per unit. And the labor cost is same 500 rupees per hour. Per hour. So how many hours? 3 hours. For X7 again, we are paying 2,000 rupees per unit divided by 500 rupees per hour. So we will get the number of hours, that is 4 hours. And charger, The rate is, I think, 200. So this is how I got 0.4 hours. I hope now this part is clear to all. Prithviraj, even you can solve it in this way. The point is it requires practice. Practice is the key. That's why I give you guys, see, if I'll solve the question now, you'll find everything very easy and very simple. But the point is when you attempt it, you will realize that what all mistakes you are making. And thereafter, once I solve it, you can correct your mistakes. So this is the best approach. So again, try to write your own solutions. So once you write your own solution, now you'll understand that you can just solve this question with some other way also, in an easier way also. So the practice is the key. So, Prithviraj, don't worry, just practice. Try to prepare your own solutions, own methods. Again, I'm not following any books or any approaches. I'm just reading the question and trying to solve it in the easiest possible way. That is the key. So, stick to the concept, practice as much as you can, you'll be able to solve the questions. But very good, guys. There were many students who attempted this question. I appreciate your efforts. Bhaskar Das, see, read the question. If the touch charger is sold along with mobile phone, if the touch charger is sold along with mobile phone, we are offering a discount. See, 1350, how come I got 1500 minus 10%? This is how I got 1350. और वो मोबाइल जो और वो चार्ज आई मीन सी इफ द चार्जर्स जो अगर चार्जर जो है मोबाइल के साथ सेल किए हैं तो वी आर सेलिंग इट एट डिस्काउंट प्राइस बट इफ द चार्जर्स आर सोल्ड स्टैंड अलोन अगर सिर्फ चार्जर अगर बेचा है तो इट इज सोल्ड एट 1500. आई होप योर क्वेरी इज रिजॉल्व भास्कर. I think there are few students who are regular. The few regular students are absent today. I think Hardik is absent. Balachandran is absent, I think. Anyways, if anyone have any doubts or queries, you guys can please post. If you guys want to copy the solution, please copy. Last 2 minutes for you. Again, guys, try to see. I have discussed the basic concept and I have covered everything in detail. Now, if any new concepts comes into picture, then just try to figure out that how can you prepare your solution. The point is, again, there is no end of costing, especially marginal costing. There is no end. Examiner can ask you anything. So just read the question and try to figure out that how can I frame the solution. कोई pattern नहीं है इस chapter में. There is no pattern, no format. The point is a question can be solved in 2 to 3 ways. So you have to figure out that what's the easiest possible way, what all concepts you can apply, and you have to figure out how to solve the question. So anyways, guys, let's proceed further. No, Bhaskar, see, it is given that if the chargers are sold along with mobile phone, then only the discount will be offered. So here, mobile phones sold are how many? 12,000 pieces are sold. So 12,000 chargers are sold at a discounted price. Remaining 3,000 are sold at a nominal, at the given price. So done with this question now. So question number 3, again, you guys have to solve only, but I'm reading the question for your reference. So 1 second, let me share the screen. So let's start with question number 3. Again, you guys have to solve and post the solution. But once you attempt this question, then I'll solve you and we'll discuss you the concept in detail. So let's start with question number 3. A paint manufacturing company manufactured 2 lakh per annum medium-sized tin of royal paint when working at normal capacity. So the capacity of the company is that they can manufacture 2 lakh tins per annum. It incurs the following manufacturing cost per unit, that is direct material, direct labor, variable overhead, fixed overhead, production cost per unit. We have now each unit of a product is sold at 21 with a variable selling and administration expenses of 60 paisa per tin. So there is one more variable cost, that is 60 paisa per tin variable selling and administration expenses. During the next quarter, only 10,000 units can be produced and sold. So during the next quarter, only 10,000 units can be produced and sold. Management plans to shut down the plant. Management plans to shut down the plant, estimating that the fixed manufacturing cost can be reduced to 74,000 for the quarter. So if they shut down the plant, the fixed manufacturing cost, whatever it is, can be reduced to 74,000 for the quarter. So they are talking about the quarterly data only. When the plant is operating, the fixed overheads are incurred at a uniform rate throughout the year. Additional cost of plant shutdown for the quarter is estimated to be 14,000. You are required to express your opinion along with the calculation as to be whether the plant should be shut down during the quarter or not. And second point, to calculate the shutdown point for the quarter in units of product, that is in terms of number of tins. So there are two questions. First point is that whether the plant should be shut down or not. If yes, then how much is the loss, whatever it is. And second point is that what will be the shutdown point. So I just want your answer. For the first question, you have to advise that whether the plant should be shut down or not. Waiting for your answers now. You can download these notes from the portal. So again, the question talks about the quarterly data, first thing. Second thing, if you shut down the plant, you can reduce your fixed cost to 74,000 for the quarter. Further, if you shut down the plant, there is an additional cost also of 14,000. So in short, they are saying that if we shut down also, my fixed cost will be approx 74 plus 14, 88,000. See, 74,000 will be my fixed cost and 14,000 will be my shutdown cost. So you guys have to advise that whether the plant should be shut down or whether we should continue with the operation. So waiting for your answers, giving you 5 minutes to solve this question. Waiting for your answers. What is shutdown point? I'll be discussing this part later. But right now, I want answer that whether the plant should be shut down or not. And if it's shut down, incorrect answer, Sanya. Yes, Pallavi, very good. Now this is correct. Very good, Srinivas. It is correct. Sanya, please recheck your answer. Pallavi and Srinivas, your answers are correct. Very good, guys. Good morning, Raman. No worries. You can practice is the key. Rest all waiting for your answer. Sanya, please recheck your answer. Dilip, it is incorrect. Giving you last 3 to 4 minutes time. Please solve this question and post your answer. So I've got answer from Prithviraj also, and it is correct. Very good, Prithviraj. Sanya, please recheck your calculation and post the correct answer. Pallavi, Srinivas, and Prithviraj, your answers are correct. Whether it is incorrect, Dev Kumar, can you please post the final answer? Whether it is incorrect, Nitin Prajapati, it is incorrect. Tambeshwari, it is incorrect. Yes, Dinesh Kumar, waiting. Shutdown point, it is incorrect, Nitin Prajapati. Yes, Raman and Ankit, waiting for your answers. Prajwal. Yes, Anjali, Bhaskar Das, Dev Kumar, Dilip, Dinesh, Gurminder Kaur, Kasak, Mallu, Nancy, Pranav, Rati Malini. Waiting for your answers. Sanya, Shweta, Saundarya. Prithviraj, your answer is correct. Very good. Pallavi Jha, incorrect answer. Yes, Raman and Ankit, waiting for your answers, guys. So let's start with this question. So see herein, my selling price is 21. My variable cost we have is direct material, so this is my contribution per unit. Now units sold in quarter 10,000 units. So total contribution will be how much? 80,000. My fixed cost, see, total units sold in a year is 2 lakh. Total units sold in a year is 2 lakh. The normal capacity is 2 lakh. So the total units sold is 2 lakh. 2 lakh into 4, 8 lakh. And for a quarter, we can say if we divide it by 4, we'll get the fixed cost. So the loss will be how much? 1,20,000. When talking about the shutdown cost, it is 74,000 plus 14,000. That is 88,000. So if we continue with the operation, there is a loss of 1,20,000. But if we shut down the operation, there is a loss of 88,000 only. So management should shut down the operation for the quarter. Because if we continue with the business, there is a loss of 1,20,000. And if we shut down also, there is a loss of 88,000. So better, 88,000 is much better than 1,20,000. So better we should shut down. Now, very important point, guys. See, the point is during the quarter, the demand is less. So if we continue with the operation, there is a loss of 1,20,000. But if we stop the operation and we shut down the plant for this quarter, the loss is of 88,000. So 88,000 loss we can bear because it is less than 1,20,000. So better we should shut down the plant. Now, very important, guys, you guys have to tell me that at what point. See, at 10,000 units, we said that, okay, we should shut down the plant. So you have to tell me a point, the number of units where we are indifferent. I repeat again, see, at 10,000 units, What we advise the management that we should shut down the plant. So you guys have to tell me a point where we are indifferent. Shut down karo या मत करो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. We are indifferent. We can continue also, we can shut down also. So I request you guys to tell me a point. आपको एक ऐसा point बताना है जहां पे आप indifferent है. Where you are indifferent, that you can continue with the business also, or you can shut down with the business also. So waiting for your answer, we call this point as shutdown point. You have to tell me the number of units. I repeat again, you guys have to tell me the number of units where we are indifferent. We can continue also, we can shut down also. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. So waiting for your answer. I'm waiting for the answer for shutdown point. So there are few students who posted this answer. So Dilip, it is incorrect. Sania, again, see, read the question. You have to tell me a point where we are indifferent. कि shutdown करो तो भी वही रहेगा और चालू रखें तो भी वही रहेगा. I have given you enough of hints now. So Dev Kumar, incorrect answer. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect answer. Dilip, incorrect answer. Sanya, what happened today? I'm not getting correct answers from you. So Sanya, your answer is also incorrect. Tambeshwari, you have to tell me the number of units where we are indifferent. We can continue also, we can shut down also. So shutdown point I have received from So Sanya, please repost the answer. Your answer is incorrect. Dilip, incorrect answer. Vedahi, please post the correct answer. Mallu Jadar, your answer is incorrect. Dilip, it is incorrect. Nitin Prajapati, it is incorrect. Dev Kumar, incorrect. Dilip, incorrect. Sanya, incorrect. Pallavi Jha, incorrect. Prithviraj and Srinivas, your answers are correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. So keep trying, guys. Tambeshwari, it is incorrect. Kasim, it is incorrect. So I've got correct answer from Saundarya. Okay, so Saundarya, now it is correct. Very good. So Saundarya, Srinivas, and Prithviraj. Very good, guys. Your answers are correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. Try to solve it again. When I will solve it, you will find it very easy. So the point is you guys have to solve this question on your own. Waiting for your answers now. You have to tell me the point where we are indifferent. बंद रखो चालू रखो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. Things are going to be same only. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect answer. You have to tell me the number of units, Nitin. Kasim Sakawala, it is incorrect. Tambeshwari, incorrect. Raman, it is incorrect. Last 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Sanya, please recheck your calculation. Sabha Shakil, Dinesh Kumar. Tambeshwari, it is incorrect again. You guys have to tell me the point where we are indifferent. That is, चालू रखो, बंद रखो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. I've received correct answer from only 3 students. Rest everyone incorrect. Bhaskar Das, incorrect answer. Keep trying, guys. थोड़ा और दिमाग लगाइए. You will get the answer. So Tambeshwari, very good now. After 3 incorrect answer, you have got the correct answer. Very good, Tambeshwari. Now it is correct. Dinesh Kumar, I just want the final answer. Nitin Prajapati, incorrect answer, my dear. So see, after few incorrect answer, Tambeshwari has got the final answer, and you'll not forget this concept, Tambeshwari. Don't worry forever. Yes, Sanya. Dinesh Kumar, you have to tell me that what is the shutdown point. Last 2 minutes for you now. Bhaskar Das, again incorrect answer. Last 1 minute for you guys. Yes, Nitin, Dinesh, Bhaskar, Kasim, Dilip, Mallu, Sabha, Dev Kumar, Sanya, Pallavi, Dilip, again it is incorrect. So now let's start with the solution. See guys, there is a new concept, shutdown point. Bhaskar Das, again it is incorrect. No worries, that's okay now. So see guys, what is shutdown point? The point where we are indifferent. Business चालू रखो या बंद करो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. So now guys, first point, if we shut down the business, how much is the loss to the company? 88,000. We can say my shutdown cost is 88,000. It means if we shut down the business, अगर हम लोग business shut down कर देंगे, तो my loss will be 88,000. So my point is, if we continue with the business and if the loss is 88,000, it means we are indifferent. That चालू रखो, बंद रखो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. See, if we continue with the business and we will suffer a loss of how much? 88,000. See, बंद किया तो भी 88,000, चालू रखा तो भी 88,000. It means at 88,000 loss, we are indifferent. That is, बंद करेंगे तो भी 88,000 loss होगा. If we continue with the business also, if it is 88,000 loss, then we are indifferent. We can continue also, we can discontinue also. So if we continue with the business, if the loss is 88,000, how much is my fixed cost? My fixed cost is 2 lakh. So for 88,000 loss, how much contribution is required? How much contribution is required? 1,12,000. It means if we are getting a contribution of 1,12,000, if we continue with the business and if we are getting a contribution of 1,12,000, it means we are indifferent. If we shut down also, my loss will be 88. If we continue also, my loss will be 88. So at 1,12,000 contribution, we are indifferent. We can continue also, we can discontinue also. See, contribution is 1 lakh 12, and how much is the per unit contribution? 1 lakh 12,000 is my desired contribution, divided by contribution per unit is 8. So how many number of units? 14,000 units. Total contribution 1 lakh 12,000 है. 8 unit पे contribution कितना आ रहा है? 8 rupees. So how many units? 14,000 units. So it means at 14,000 units, we are indifferent. See, at 10,000 units, we said that we should shut down. At 12,000 also, we will say that we will shut down. But once we reach 14,000 units, we are indifferent. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. चालू रखो, बंद रखो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. But once it crosses 14,000, it's a good sign for the company. That company will start saving some loss. See, profit though, once they cross BEP, they will make profit. But yes, there will be a saving in loss once they cross 14,000. So 14,000 units is the point where we are indifferent. We can continue also, we can discontinue also. So this 14,000 units is what my shutdown point. So when talking about the formula of this shutdown point, so this is the formula. And how come this formula is derived? I have done this explanation. So this is shutdown point. That is the point where we are indifferent. That is 88,000 बंद करेंगे तो भी loss होगा और चालू रखेंगे तो भी 88,000 loss होगा. So this 14,000 units is what my shutdown point. I hope this part is clear to all. I hope, again, no need to memorize this formula. You can prepare your own formulas. There are no formulas in marginal costing. You can prepare this formula on your own as I have prepared. So I request you guys to please copy the solution. Further, do write your comments that what do you mean by shutdown point? What is this calculation and how come this formula is derived? Again, very important, do write your comments what you have understood from this explanation. See, I think only 3 to 4 students posted correct answer. Rest, everybody's answer was incorrect. So do write your comments that what you have understood from this concept. Giving you 3 to 4 minutes time to copy everything and do write your comments in your notebook. I hope it is clear to all. Pallavi, Bhaskar, Dilip, Dinesh, Nitin, Kasim, Mallu, Sanya, any doubts? Raman, Ankit, any doubts? Again, don't try to memorize the formula. Try to understand the concepts. Okay, Dilip. No worries, Sabah. That's okay. I hope it is clear now, Dilip and Sabah. Okay, Pallavi. See, I have done the calculation also where we have calculated. See, total contribution is 1,12,000. हमें इतना contribution चाहिए, that is 1,12,000. Per unit contribution is 8 rupees. It means how many units? 14,000 units. How come you got this figure 2,88,000, Dilip? This is incorrect. Ankit Mishra and Prajwal, any doubts? Nancy, any doubts? I request you guys to copy the explanation. That's okay. No worries. Tambeshwari, I think. No worries. That's okay. It will be updated, Dev Kumar. Don't worry. Anyone else with any doubts or queries? So let's start with illustration number 3 of study material. 2 to 3 students raised this query that, sir, please discuss illustration number 3. So I request you guys to please open your study material. Please open your study material. I'll be discussing illustration number 3. Page number 14.17. So illustration number 3, a company has a PV ratio of 40%. So compute by what percentage must the sales be increased to offset 20% reduction in selling price. So let's start with illustration number 3. It's a very simple question and in fact, it's a mathematics question. See, currently the PV ratio is 40%. Currently my PV ratio is 40%. So if my sales is 100, my variable cost is 60. So my contribution will be how much? 40. Now let's say they are saying that if the selling price is reduced by 20%, how much quantity you need to increase to earn the same amount of contribution? See, 20, by what percentage must but the sales be increased to offset 20% reduction in selling price? It means अगर 20% सेलिंग प्राइस कम कर दिया तो कितना सेल्स एक्स्ट्रा करना पड़ेगा टू अर्न द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट? दिस इज व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज सेइंग. So see, if we reduce the selling price by 20%, my new sales will be how much? 80. My variable cost remains 60 and my contribution will be 20. So what will be my new PV ratio? 20 divided by 80 into 100. That is 25%. So at 25% PV ratio, if I want the same amount of profit, how much? 40. Then how much sales is required? See, I want a profit of 40, whatever it is, be it increase in selling price or be it increase or decrease in variable cost, whatever it is. My desired profit is how much? 40. With PV ratio of 25%, how much sales will be required? 160. So if we increase the sales from 100 to 160, if we increase the sales from 100 to 160, we can say that we have offset the 20% reduction in selling price. So what we want to do, if we increase the sales from 100 to 160, we can say the impact of 20% reduction in selling price is already taken. So how much increase in sales from 100 to 160? So we can say 60% increase. So it says that if you reduce the selling price by 20% and increase the sales quantity by 60%, there will be no change in profit. It's a simple mathematics. If you guys have any doubts, you guys can please post. That's okay, Nitin. It happens. I understand. So this is the concept of illustration number 3. It's a simple mathematic questions wherein I have calculated the answer that if you increase the sales quantity by 60%, even if you reduce the sales price by 20%, the profit will be the same. This is what the question is saying. Anyone else? I think Srinivas and Tambeshwari, you specifically mentioned that please discuss illustration number 3. So Srinivas and Tambeshwari, I hope this part is resolved now. Yes, Srinivas. So fine, done with illustration number 3 now. Anyone else having any doubts in this question? Yes, Sabha, Shakil, any doubts? Pallavi, Qasim, Saundarya. Sabha, Shakil, any doubts? So Karan, I repeat again, you can take the sales quantity and price also separately. I've just taken it straight away. It's up to you. So very simple, guys. Currently, my PV ratio is 40. It means if my sales is 100, variable cost is 60, my contribution is 40. Now, if we reduce the selling price by 20% and if we want to earn the same amount of contribution, kitna sales badhana padega? First thing, what we want same contribution at reduced price. In short, what they are saying that if we want to earn the same contribution at reduced price, how much sales need to be increased? That's it. This is what the question is asking us. I hope, Karan, this part is clear now. So we want 40 at 25% PV ratio. So how much is my sales? 160. So if we increase the sales from 100 to 160, we can set off the reduction in selling price. I hope, Karan, your query is resolved. Any doubts? No, dear. It's fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. not the total cost, Sabha Shakil. Dinesh Kumar, how come you got, see, sales 100 से 160 हो गया, 100 से 160 होगा. You tell me how much is the increase in sales? 100 से 160 means what? 100 to 160 मतलब how much is the increase? 60 is the increase on 100. So 60%. Sales has been increased from 100 to 160. So the total increase is 60. On how much? 100. So this is how I got 60%. So I hope illustration number 3 is clear now. Let's take a break of 15 minutes. I'll be back after 15 minutes with one more concept. So let's take a break of 15 minutes. Manish sir. Welcome back, my friends. So let's start with one more concept. That is when two or more than two products the company is manufacturing. So how to calculate break-even sales when the fixed cost is not given separately. So let's start with this question number 4th of my material. I request you guys to please open the material what I have provided. Let's start with question number 4. Question number 4 of my material. So Vijay Limited makes and sell two products, V and J. The budgeted selling price of V is 1800 and that of J, it is 2160. Variable cost associated with producing and selling V and J is 900 and 1800 respectively. The annual fixed production and selling cost of Vijay Limited is 88,000. So the company is manufacturing two products, V and J. Their selling price and variable cost are given separately. But the fixed cost is given as a whole, that is 88,000 for the company. The company has two production or sales option. That is that V and J can be sold either in the ratio of 2:3 or in ratio of 1:2. So what will be the optimal mix and why? So either V or J can be sold in the ratio of 2:3 or it can be sold in the ratio of 1:2. So you have to advise that which ratio is better for the company. So in this, we have to calculate PV ratio and break-even sales to figure out that which is more profitable for the company. So let's start with question number 4 of my material. Manvi, there is no formula for opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the cost of foregone opportunity. वो opportunity जो हमने छोड़ दी है, उससे हमें कितना cost लग रहा है और कितना नुकसान हो रहा है, that is what we call as opportunity loss also. So let's start with this question, question number 4. So let's start with the first mix, that is 2:3. We have the selling price, that is 1800 and 2160. The variable cost per unit we have is 900 and 1800. So my contribution per unit will be 360. Now, since the sales mix is given, that is 2:3 and 1:2, and we have to calculate break-even sales, fixed cost आपको separately नहीं given है. So herein, since the fixed cost is given as a whole, so we will calculate the combined PV ratio. See, again, I repeat, is the cost for the company, and the company is manufacturing two products wherein the separate selling price and variable cost is given. So the point is how to calculate break-even sales. So the first thing is we have to calculate combined PV ratio. So while calculating combined PV ratio, apart from the price and variable cost, selling price and variable cost, we have to give the impact of the units also. So see, my contribution, see, when talking about combined PV ratio, it is combined contribution divided by combined sales into 100. So see, apart from this price or apart from this selling price and contribution per unit, if we want to calculate the combined PV ratio, we have to give the impact of the quantity also. So combined contribution will be 900 into 2 plus 360 into 3 whole divided by 1800 into 2 plus so this will be 1800 plus if you guys have any doubts in this calculation, you guys can please post your query. See, while calculating combined PV ratio, we have to give the impact of the quantity also along with the price. Srinivas, admin sir, can you please unmute Srinivas? Yes, Mr. Srinivas, tell me.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning, my dear. Tell me.
Sir, my mobile phone was low on charge, so I was not able to participate in that in between that session, sir.
Okay, no worries. We were on a break only. Don't worry. So we have recently started with a new concept of sales mix. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Sir, I'm extremely sorry because like I was not able to participate in that because I think you have answered my query. I think illustration 3, right, sir?
Yes, I discussed illustration number 3 also. I mentioned your and Tambeshwari name also. So you can check the recorded lecture, dear.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm extremely sorry. Okay, fine.
No worries. That's okay, my dear. That's okay. No worries. Yeah. So this is what my combined PV ratio, that is 28.57%. Now, once this part is calculated, we can easily calculate the combined break-even sales. That is fixed cost divided by combined PV ratio. So my fixed cost is given, that is 88,000 divided by my combined PV ratio, that is 28.57. So the total combined break-even sales will be ₹308015. Anyone having any doubts or queries in this part, you guys can please post your queries. So if the fixed cost is given as a whole, for the company and there are two or more than two products what the company is manufacturing. So the first thing what we have to do is to calculate break-even sales. We have to first calculate the combined PV ratio. So combined PV ratio, herein we have to give the, along with the price per unit and contribution per unit, we have to give the impact of the quantity also. So herein the mix is 2:3. So we have given that impact of 2:3 also here. Now see, we can separately calculate the break-even sales. So see, once the combined break-even sales is calculated, we can easily calculate the separate break-even sales also. So see, my combined break-even sales is 308015. It is to be distributed to V and J in the ratio of what? The sales of V and J. That is 1800 into 2 and 2160 into 3. So this is to be distributed in the ratio of 3600 is to 6480. So this is the break-even sales of V and this is the break-even sales of J. We have calculated in rupees. We can alternatively calculate it in units also. That is, see, this is the sales 111005 divided by, if we divide by selling price, we will get the units. So for this, it will be 92 units. For this, it will be 62 units. So this is how the separate break-even sales. Examiner do ask question of this type. So guys, do make a note of it. Very simple, guys. Either we can calculate it in rupees also or in units also. Units, again, we can calculate it in different way also. Alternatively, in units, we can calculate it in a different way also, wherein we will calculate the combined contribution per unit. My contribution is 900 for V and the impact of the quantity is 2 plus the contribution for J, it is 360 and the impact of the quantity is 3. 2 plus 3 divided, so 2 plus 3 is what? 5. See, these are the units, so we will distribute it in the ratio of units only. So it will be 62 and this will be 91. The difference is of rounding off only. So herein it, the difference is because of the round off only. So this is the way we have to calculate break-even sales in rupees and in units. So units we can calculate it this way also, that is rupees में आप calculate कर दीजिए divided by selling price कर दीजिए, so we will get the units. Or alternatively we can calculate the units as combined contribution per unit, that is 900 into the impact of the quantity 2, 360 into the impact of the quantity 3, 2 plus 3, that is 5. So this is the weighted average contribution per unit, that is 576. So accordingly we will get the number of units, and since it is units only, so no impact of price, so it will be distributed in the ratio of units only, that is 2:3. We can keep it 61 and 92 also, yeah. So it's the rounding of difference, nothing more than that. I have used the weightage contribution mix also now. So anyone having any doubts or queries, you guys can please post. Waiting for your queries, guys. Yes, Sabah, Shakil, any doubts? Manvi, any doubts? Dinesh Kumar, Karan Kumar, Kasim, any doubts? Pallavi, Tambeshwari, Dev Kumar, Dilip, anyone having any doubts? It's an important concept. No dear, units cannot be in fraction. Units कभी भी fraction में नहीं हो सकते. Anyone? Sabha, Karan, any doubts? Bhaskar? Manvi, same नहीं आएगा. It will be different. 308105 कैसे आया? So 88,000 divided by 28.57%, you will get this figure. 88,000 divided by 28.57, you will get this figure. So 308015. This is what my total sales, that is quantity and price, दोनों का impact है. So here, since it is my sales, so if we want to distribute this break-even sales, it will be distributed not in the ratio of sales, selling price, not in the ratio of quantity. It will be distributed in the ratio of sales. That is the impact of price and quantity both. Price into quantity. So when talking about price and quantity, it is 1800 into 2, that is 3600, and 2160 into 3, that is 6480. So this 308015 will be distributed in the ratio of 3600 is to 6480. So this is how I got these figures, and these are the individual break-even sales for V and Z. What is this? The break-even sales of V and Z. Once in rupees it is calculated, if we divide this by selling price, so 11,005 divided by 1800, we will get units. 198010 divided by 2160, we will get the units. Alternatively, for units, we can calculate the combined contribution per unit also. That is the weighted average approach. We call it as weighted average contribution per unit. So it will be 900 into 2, 360 into 3 divided by 2 plus 3, that is 5. So weighted average ऐसे ही करते हैं. So this is how I got 576. That is the weighted average contribution per unit. So 88,000 divided by 576, we will get 153 units. And since it is units only, यहाँ पे units भी था, price भी था, because it is total sales. Herein, it is only units. So it will be distributed straight away in the ratio of units, that is 2:3. So first thing, I'll be addressing each and every query of yours. So let me check the queries once. Prithviraj, I'll unmute you in some time. Whatever the queries you are facing, I'll discuss part. Once, guys, don't rush for the solution of the second part. Just let me complete this part first. So Bhaskar Das, hopefully your query is resolved. I have again discussed the way how to divide. Okay, sir, please explain, Neeru, sir, please explain again how to calculate 11,005 and 198010. So these two figures, see, simple division. 308015 we need to distribute, right? Now, in what ratio? 3600 is to 6480. So multiplied by 6480 divided by the total, that is 3600 plus 6480. How much it is? 10080. For this, again, the same way, 308015 into 308015 into 3600 divided by 10080. So first thing, Neeru, okay, Bhaskar, hopefully your query is resolved now. Neeru, hopefully your query is resolved. Anyone else with any doubts? Now, okay. So Prithvi Raj now. 1 second. Huh? Let me check few queries over the portal also. Admin sir, can you please unmute Prithvi Raj? Okay, yes, Prithvi Raj, tell me. What's your query?
I now got it, sir. The contribution method I found more easier than
Which
the
one? What you are saying? Which one?
The combined contribution method, sir.
Acha, this method. You are getting some different answers, no?
No, sir. I used the 2:3 weight, but I now got it the weight you used to use, sir.
I hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now, see, I have, okay, so I hope this part is clear to all now. Now, see, I have solved this question using the mix 2:3. If we keep the mix 1:2, what will be the answer? Waiting for your answers now. If the mix is 1:2, what will be the answers? Waiting for your queries now. Okay, Prithviraj, let me check. Very good, Sanya. Very good, Prithviraj. Everyone, do post your answers, guys. Very good, Tambeshwari. Very good, Nitin. Very good, Pranav, Mallu. Last 5 minutes. I want complete answer. First point, combined PV ratio. Second, combined break-even sales. Third, see guys, do post your answers, all the answers together. First, combined PV ratio. Second, combined break-even sales. Third, separate break-even sales in rupees and in units. एक साथ पूरा आप type करके भेजिए so that I can figure out who were able to solve the question correctly, the complete question correctly. Quick. So Prithviraj, do post the complete answer. Nitin, Pallavi, Sabha, Mallu, Pranav, Sanya, everyone do post the complete answer. I want answer as in one paragraph only, combined PV ratio, combined break-even sales, individual break-even sales in rupees and in units. So giving you 5 minutes time, whatever the answers you are getting, you can please post. So Sai Kiran Kumar, I think you are posting answer for the first time today. Prithviraj, at the end of the day, you can solve the question in many other ways also. So the point is that like you should get the correct answer. That is important. So I've received answer from Pallavi, Bhaskar, Sai Kiran Kumar, Prithviraj. Anyone else ready with the answer? So I've received answer from Tambeshwari also. Very good. So this is the way we will calculate. Okay, so I've received answers from Pranav also. Very good. All your answers are correct. Manvi, very good. Your answers are correct. Very good, Manvi. Very good, Manvi. Pranav. Dinesh Kumar. Very good, Dinesh. All your answers are correct. Nitin Prajapati. Very good, your answers. Shweta. Very good. All the answers are correct. Saundarya. Very good. Your answers are correct. Dilip. Very good. Gurminder Kaur. Very good. I think you're answering for the first time. So good morning to you, Gurminder. Your answers are correct. Anjali Kashyap, again, you're posting answers for the first time. No queries from you today, but very good. Sanya, very good. 1 second, Sanya, please recheck. Sanya, please recheck your break-even sales. Nancy, very good. Your answers are correct. Sabah Shakil, very good. So everyone, very good, guys. Raman, very good. Your answers are correct. Very good, Raman. So now see, while comparing the mix, if the mix is 2:3, my PV ratio is 28.57, but if the mix is 1:2, my PV ratio is 26.47. So the mix with the higher PV ratio is profitable for the company. Further, what we can see is, see here in the break-even sales is less as compared to the break-even sales in case of 1:2. So herein the PV ratio is high and the break-even sales is less. So that's why this mix is recommended. So while writing the explanation, you can write that the since it is advisable for the company to sell V and J in ratio of 2:3 as the PV ratio is high and break-even sales is less. So this one is better. If you guys have any doubts or queries in this part, you guys can please post. Further, I request you guys to copy this presentation. Again, do write your comments for the concepts in your notebook. Again, don't feel like that, okay, I will check the recorded lecture and will write at that point of time. No need to listen to the recorded lecture. The point is, once you have learned in class, do write it in your notebook. So the more you will write, the better you will be with the concepts. So giving you 2 to 3 minutes time to copy everything. Do write your comments. As I said, in shutdown point also do write your comments, and in the sales mix also do write your comments. So copy the solution and do write your comments that what you have understood from this concept. Yes, Apurva, that's okay. Rounding off difference, even examiner do consider. So don't worry, Apurva. See, it is advisable for the company to sell V and J in the ratio of 2:3. While this ratio Because see, in this ratio, the PV ratio is high and the break-even sales is less. So that's why. See, Manvi, the point is about the fixed cost in marginal costing. From sales minus variable cost, we get contribution, and contribution minus fixed cost, we get profit. So the major focus is here in marginal costing is on variable cost, but in absorption costing, it's like fixed cost is also included as a part of total cost, and we don't calculate contribution and net profit separately. Simply sales minus total cost, that is variable plus fixed, we will get net profit. So the presentation is different. However, if opening closing stock, if there is any difference, there will be a change in profit. Rest everything is same, my dear. So guys, enough of discussion now. So I tried my level best to cover each and every point in detail. Still, there is no end of marginal costing. If I discuss 100 question, examiner can ask you a 100 first question. Again, the concept, and there will be new concepts also. The point is, stick to the basics. Try to solve as many as question possible from the study material, past practice manual, past MTPs, RTPs. Trust me, guys, if you solve this much, it is more than sufficient. You will be able to solve the question very easily in exams. So the point is, practice is the key. Practice as much as possible question, as many as possible question as you can. Again, 10 to 12 marks is the weightage of this chapter. Okay, one more thing. See, there are many students who are finding difficulties in few chapters or few questions. So what you guys can do is you can write a mail to ICAI. So whatever it is, I'll be personally addressing all your queries. I'm just writing the mail also for your reference. So whatever the queries you are finding, I mean, wherever you are finding difficult, be it any question, be it any concept, you can write a mail and I'll be addressing each and every query of yours over the mail. I'm writing the mail address for your reference. cma-enter@icai.in. So whatever the questions you are finding difficult, I mean, wherever you are finding difficulty in the questions or in any sort of concepts, you can write a mail. The mail, I mean, I'm going to receive this mail only, so don't worry. I'll be addressing each and every query of yours over the mail also. Don't worry. So again, very important, guys. Try to focus on concepts rather than memorizing formula. See, in shutdown point also, see, many students were able to solve the question because even though they don't have any idea about the formula, but yes, with the help of concept, they were able to solve the question. So the point is, concept is the key. And for developing concept, again, you have to practice. So practice and concept, the combination of these two, no one can stop you from clearing the paper of costing. For other subjects, I don't want to talk, but yes, for costing, there are no formulas. The concept is the key. The concept and the practice. Try to solve as many as possible questions in writing. Don't do ticking that, okay, this much I know, so tick, tick. Don't do any sort of ticking. Try to solve questions in writing. Again, whatever you have understood from the concept, do start preparing your own notes. Write down your comments that, okay, this is what I have understood from this concept. This is what I have understood from this concept. Again, I'll be taking budgetary control also. I think it is on next Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll be taking care of budgetary control also. And plus, one session is pending for practical questions on activity-based costing. So don't worry, that will also be rescheduled. So again, I mean, there is a break of 4 to 5 days. It's like today's Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So four days we have. So do solve all the questions of marginal costing. In the meanwhile, if you find any sort of difficulty, you can mail me here. I'll be addressing all your queries. So from study material, past practice manual, you can simply type IPCC practice manual. You will get it over Google. Then you can download the practice manual and you can solve the questions from the practice manual. MTPs, RTPs are also available over Institute website. So do solve as many as possible questions you can. It will help you in your practical life also and for clearing the paper also. So thank you so much, guys, for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. One second, there are a few queries. 1 second. You can mention Prithviraj over the mail. I'll address your query. Sometimes examiner do. If the time permits, I'll be taking a query session and I'll be addressing your queries also, Apurva. Don't worry. Prithviraj, you can just write a mail. I'll guide you. Anyone else with any queries now? No? So thank you so much for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. See you guys. Happy New Year once again. God bless you. Take care, guys. Admin, sir, I'm done. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year, sir.